Today is Memorial Day. Right now, 35,000 flags are on display to remember the fallen at Wood Cemetery. That's where 12 News' Nick Bohr is right now. Nick, the cemetery's Memorial Day ceremony just wrapping up a few moments ago.
Right, just finishing up. Hundreds of people certainly here to honor the 35,000 who are buried here at Wood National Cemetery. And there are thousands of flags that have been placed on the simple white markers here for Memorial Day as hundreds of veterans and the survivors of those lost came here to honor them. Taps, of course, played here as wreaths were laid from various branches of the armed services, and various groups of survivors and families of those who, of course, lost people, Gold Star families as well, who passed in armed services and during conflicts. And we also talked to a Vietnam veteran memorial here a short time ago, a veteran, I should say, who talked about his service and what Memorial Day means to him.
Because I've been coming since I got out of Marine Corps in 1969. My family grew up coming to here, and I want to honor those who I left behind. You know, and that's what this is all about, and that's what I tell my kids, is that today is for celebrating those who lost their lives, and not for picnicking and barbecuing. You know, that's just something that happens, but it really is about the people who lost their lives.
And Congresswoman Gwen Moore speaking to that point as well, saying that she felt the barbecues and such were a way to celebrate those who have lost in armed services and conflicts over the many years here in Wisconsin, especially the 35,000 flags placed here at each of the graves, placed by volunteers over the weekend. They will return tomorrow to collect them all. Mallory?
Yeah, a very important reminder of what this day is all about. Nick Bohr reporting live from Wood National Cemetery in Milwaukee. Also, Milwaukee's Archdiocese is holding a special Memorial Day Mass. This is a live look at their outdoor Mass happening now, honoring military veterans and those who have fallen at the Calvary Cemetery. They also have activities scheduled to continue to remember fallen heroes. There are still a few Memorial Day ceremonies going on right now. We do have a link with more information on our website.